On the remote Red Sea coast of Egypt, at a place called Wadi al-Jarf, archaeologists uncovered something extraordinary. In 2013, sealed storage galleries revealed fragments of ancient papyrus preserved for more than 4,500 years. These fragile documents belong to the reign of Khufu, the king who commissioned the Great Pyramid. And among their pages appeared the name of one man, Merer. Merer was not a pharaoh or a high priest. He was an inspector, responsible for an organized crew working within Khufu's enormous building program. His records describe journeys to the limestone quarries of Tura, on the eastern side of the Nile. Merer supervised a crew of roughly 40 men, divided into organized working teams. At Tura, skilled quarrymen cut fine white limestone from the rock using copper tools, stone pounders, wooden wedges, and generations of experience. And soon, those stones would begin an extraordinary journey toward the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Loading the massive blocks onto wooden boats required careful coordination. The cargo had to be secured while the vessel remained stable on the river. Merer recorded these operations day by day, documenting the movement of materials, people and supplies with remarkable administrative precision. The Nile was the great transportation network of ancient Egypt, connecting quarries, settlements, harbors, and the royal construction site. The journey was not simply a matter of sailing. Crews had to stop, rest, and wait for the right conditions before continuing their work. Food and other provisions were essential to the operation. Bread, grain, and supplies had to be delivered, counted, and distributed to the workers. At Giza, canals and harbor facilities brought the transported materials close to the pyramid construction site, linking river transport with the final stages of the journey. The records also mention senior officials involved in managing the project. Among them was Ankaf, an important figure in the administration of Khufu's works. Once a block reached the harbor, it still had to be unloaded safely. Every movement required coordination between workers, ropes, sledges, and the vessel itself. From the harbor, the stone continued overland toward the plateau. The Nile brought the material close to Giza, but the final movement still demanded enormous human effort. Not all of the pyramid's stone came from distant quarries. Much of its core was supplied by limestone quarried directly around the Giza plateau. The finest white limestone from Tura was carefully shaped and finished. These stones formed the smooth outer casing that once covered the Great Pyramid. The stone carried by Merer was probably intended for the fine white casing that once covered the Great Pyramid. Exactly how the ancient Egyptians raised every block remains debated. What is clear is that the process required careful planning, skilled workers, and remarkable control of heavy materials. The pyramid project depended on more than quarrymen and sailors. Around the construction site was an organized community supporting workers, craftsmen, administrators, and their families. Large bakeries produced enormous quantities of food. Feeding the workforce was itself a major logistical operation, requiring planning, storage, and distribution. Behind the construction crews stood a network of specialists: carpenters, rope makers, boat builders, tool makers, and many others whose work kept the project moving. Food and supplies were carefully managed through storage facilities and administrative records. The pyramid was not simply a building site. It was a vast, organized system. At the end of the working day, the people behind the project rested, ate, and returned to their communities. The builders were real people with jobs, responsibilities, and lives beyond the monument. The popular image of the pyramids being built entirely by chained slaves does not match the evidence now available. Archaeology reveals organized crews, skilled specialists, and a highly structured system of labor and administration. After their work connected with the Giza project, Mera's crew was also associated with Wadi al-Jarf, an ancient harbor on the Red Sea coast. It was there that the papyri containing Mera's records were eventually discovered, preserving a remarkable record of the work that came before. The Great Pyramid still stands, but for a moment, through the words of one ancient inspector, we can hear the movement of the people who built it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more fascinating stories from the ancient world.